My wife won't touch me anymore. My name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. And let's talk about this. It's not really you woke up one day and your wife doesn't touch you anymore. Usually, the reason why a woman will start withdrawing, let's put it into those terms, will start withdrawing from you physically is because first she started drawing from you emotionally. And you really need to look at that and accept that that's the truth. I mean, unless you're a total slob, you don't bathe and you stink and she doesn't want to get near you and get cooties, it's coming from her emotional state of mind. She's not feeling loved, is generally what is taking place. And so the her not wanting to touch you is a manifestation of being distant from you. Why, then, is she distant from you? That's the real question. Why is my wife becoming distant to the point of where she won't even touch me? It's not a physical thing. Women don't operate like men in this regard. So here are some of the reasons why. And before I get into all that, I'm going to tell you right now, at a minimum, you need to subscribe to this channel so you could learn more about marriage. But the key is learning more about marriage. So that's at a minimum. But generally speaking, men are slow to respond to these kind of unspoken messages. That's at a minimum. The next level is get one of my books so you can learn about women, learn about men. Yeah, you got to learn about yourself and learn about marriage. That's also a minimal thing to do. But usually men are so slow to respond to these messages in their marriage that you're probably in trouble in your marriage. And when I say that, I mean you're on the road to divorce, and thank God you're still living under one roof, and you need to turn it around. Not all of you, but you need to turn it around. To do that, you need to take what is essentially a self-help course for men that is centered within the context of marriage. And we offer that at the Marriage Foundation. So what's going on? I'm going to share that with you now so you can understand what I'm talking about. When you got married, you wined and dined your wife to be. Before you were dating, you were courting. Slowly but surely, your treatment of her started becoming more and more familiar. You started taking her for granted. The flowers stopped coming. The smiles got fewer. The compliments, less and less. You went in the wrong direction. You literally went in the opposite direction of where you're supposed to go. When you get married, it's not the end. It's supposed to be the beginning. It's supposed to be the beginning of a lifetime of ever-increasing happiness and ever-expanding love. Those are the benefits of marriage. That's why you got married. But those don't just happen. You're two individuals with free will. You have your own volition. You have your own free will, your own ability to make it good or make it crummy. There is no neutral. You know, life is not like that. It's in movement. So it's either getting better or getting worse. And you've been doing the things that have made it worse, obviously, or she would be all over you. So you got to take responsibility. There's a lot of things that you did wrong, and there's a lot of things you did really wrong, and there's a lot of things you just stopped doing. And that's what it boils down to. So, if you don't want to watch more videos, If you don't want to read one of the books, if you don't want to take the course, fine. Just try behaving as if you're dating. But the only warning I'm going to give you is don't have expectations of a quick turnaround. Because why should she trust you that the changes that you're going to make are going to be permanent? And they won't be permanent, which is why we have the Course for Men, which is really important for gaining control over your mind, because we are victims. If you haven't thought of this, we're all victims. We're slaves to our habitual thoughts. From thoughts come action. Our thoughts are habitual. Something happens, we have a habitual reaction to it. And until we gain control over the triggers that make our habits what they are, that's who we are. Most people, they're born, they live, they die. Those of us who take control over our mind evolve. And we leave the really crappy behaviors behind. They don't happen anymore, almost right away, once we take control. But you got to learn how to do that. Okay, that's enough. So, your mission is to think about what you really want out of marriage. Don't you want ever-expanding love? Isn't that why you got married in the first place? Because us men are not that connected to our hearts. In general, some are, most of us are not. We tend to be, because we're defenders of the hearth. We're warriors. So love is not the same as we got from our moms and as we perceive in women. And that perception is accurate. So we want that from our wife. But then what we do is we stop treating them in a way that entices them, that encourages them to be who they really are, because that's who they really are. And we've created these walls, these distances, these blocks, and we've messed it up. So think about what you want out of your marriage. You don't want a business relationship with your wife where you're married in name only, like you are now. You want the whole thing. You want that physical contact because that's an expression of that love. But it doesn't just happen. Marriage is not a porno movie. We need the intimacy. And we want happiness. That doesn't just happen. We have to create it. So you need to get yourself educated. If after you think about what you want in marriage, then you got to get educated about how to make your marriage what you want it to be. We have free will. That means, essentially, that only that which we do will create that which we want. So it's on you. You can change it. You got to also then decide, what stage am I on? Did I wait too long? Is she about to leave me? Or do I just want to improve things? If she's about to leave you, you got to get that Course for Men. If you just really want to improve it, the book will be fine. If you just want to take the cheap route and just watch videos, you can do that too. It's okay. It's not as good. The book, there's not a lot of fluff in my books. I'm not that way. I like to lay it out. All right. Thanks for spending time with me. Remember, learn about marriage. The more you learn, the better your marriage will be. All right. Blessings to you, your wife, and your family. Take care.